Hey, everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and Happy Holiday Season. Jim Masters here inside JMS Lovety Hall, as we call it. And boy, it really looks like Lovety Hall, doesn't it? All decked out with all the colors and this massive tree right there, and the gifts and all the holiday spirit here to put you in the holiday mood. This is our entertainment lifestyle variety talk show series that we started 2.5 years ago, hundreds and hundreds of episodes ago. And it's so cool to have you here. Hope your holiday season is sailing along beautifully. We thank you for stopping by the Jim Masters Show Live series during the course of the holidays as well, with all these great shows and guests and celebration and poignant moments and levity and all the great things that we love to do for all of you. Truly, I hope that your year is going to be fantastic, the new year, and blessings and joy for you and your family from me and mine, as well as all of us here at the Jim Masters Show series, where we're bringing back the lost art of conversation. We're having a good time. It's been an extraordinarily busy holiday season for me. Of course, visiting family in beautiful Florida, and that is always wonderful, and doing that as well, and family and friends and holiday time. We're doing that, as well as enjoying a lot of Christmas cookies and mom's famous mashed potatoes and stuffing and the pies. And we're going to have to swim in the ocean in Florida to work all of it off. The whole family is to work off all of mom's goodness when it comes to cooking. Yeah, she has always loved to do that. It's a big holiday for our family, Christmas and the whole Christmas, New Year's thing. And yeah, it's also a beautifully spirited time as well. And whatever you're doing, we hope your holidays are absolutely fantastic. It's great to have you here. Gang, if you would like to comment during the show, you can. And we'll tell you in just a second how you can do that. What that means is, as the show is airing, we have our JMS Lovety chat room. We actually have a chat room that's open and available when the show is on. And you can chat with each other and say hello to one another as well, and say hello to us, which we really appreciate. And that's in the JMS Lovety chat room. That's a special feature, a bonus for folks who subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's right. The channel is Jim Masters TV. It's easy breezy. Doesn't cost you a thing when you hit that red subscribe button, or I know on some phones it's like a black subscribe button with just the word subscribe on our YouTube channel. When you hit it and you click it, you're a part of the JMS Lovety family, the Lovety squad. You can comment in our JMS Lovety chat room when you subscribe, and you're a part of our Lovety family. And don't forget, when you do subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss any of the episodes, because you'll get alerts, notifications from us on every episode. And you guys know, if you've been with us for a long time, we crank out episodes almost on a daily basis, and we've done hundreds and hundreds of them, and it's been absolutely incredible. And we look to the new year with more fabulous guests and fantabulous times with all of you. Speaking of which, so again, thanks for doing that, and enjoy chatting with one another in the JMS Lovety chat room. Hope you're doing well, and we send you all good greetings for the holidays. Princess K. Mapp is joining us here, special guest coming to us from the greater Los Angeles, California area. She's actually not too far from Magic Mountain, and she is involved in a lot of incredible television projects as well. She's on Apple TV Plus's GhostWriter. Very excited about that. We're going to talk about that. Follow the clues, discover the truth. She is a star in that series. She was also in The Unicorn on CBS. Yeah, you've seen her in all of these great shows and series, and we're really honored to have her here. Also, Sydney to the Max, Disney Channel 2. Yeah, all of these incredible shows and specials and so much more. The list goes on and on. Divine Decree, Christmas special wrapped up in Christmas, Lulu, all kinds of incredible shows. But most notably, what's really exciting is GhostWriter on Apple TV Plus. If you're a big fan of that series, then you've seen Princess K. Mapp on that series. And she's a tremendous actress. She's been doing this, for a long time. Matter of fact, her birthday. Yes, it's birthday time for her. She's turning 16. And, she has done more at age 16 than some people have done by the time they're 40 in terms of acting and all of the incredible things that she's had an opportunity to do, which is really, really cool. Let me tell you, matter of fact, a little bit about her fantastic background, and then we're going to bring her on. She's all excited. She's all ready to go. She has quickly become the one to watch in the entertainment industry, moving up the ranks in young Hollywood through the compelling, impressive, and powerful characters she has brought to life on screen. In television, Princess can be seen on the debuting #1 series, The Unicorn, for her memorable role as Sahai. That was opposite Walton Goggins and Rob Corddy and Omar Benson Millers. The show debuted its first season in the fall of 2019 to great reviews, with media outlets saying well-crafted sitcom. The cast all do lovely work, and Walton Goggins plays a widower who is eager to move on from the most difficult year of his life, only to realize he's utterly unprepared to raise his 2 daughters on his own, and equally unprepared for the dating world, where he's suddenly a hot commodity. And that really is a fantastic, fantastic show. And again, she's had an opportunity to be a part of that, which is really, really something special. And in April 2021, Princess took on a different role that had a really big impact as well, which is really, really cool. And that was a role in this show on the Disney Channel. That is Disney Sydney to the Max. And that's terrific. Episode 9, White People Don't Understand Black People. In this historic times of change, Princess was honored to highlight a real-life subject matter as Jada, who helps her friend Sydney deal with her natural hair problem, bringing a solution with a positive change. Really, really beautiful. In addition to television, Princess recently wrapped season 2 of GhostWriter, and we talked about that just a second ago, and that's really exciting. That's on Apple TV Plus. Yep, she's involved in that as well. And in addition to that, and of course, season 2 of the GhostWriter Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Children's or Family Viewing Program as the lead. Isn't that amazing? The Daytime Emmy. Very, very nice. The show featured many award-winning directors, Oscar award-winning director Luke Matheny, and Emmy award-winning director J.J. Johnson, to name a few. And Princess K. Mapp plays a very smart gamer who has a knack for solving puzzles, quick thinking, resourceful and cool in a crisis, but her decisive lone wolf mentality, sort of that lone wolf mentality, sometimes alienates others who wants to, they want to take things out more. She's a rising star that added to the already successful show as the series' lead actress. In addition, her credits also include memorable, and I know you guys love the Hallmark Channel, you love Lifetime. She also has been in Lifetime and Hallmark specials and shows. The Hallmark series Wrapped Up in Christmas as lovable Molly. Molly, she sort of steals the show in a way, which is really, really a cool thing. And that was a great, great special. In that, stole the movie opposite Kim Fields. Yeah. Not long after, she had rave reviews for her performance in the short film Lulu, which was something very, very beautiful and very, very special. And a young girl with a big imagination who utilizes futuristic technology to take us on an emotional journey where real life and memory are sort of intertwined. These are just some of the many shows that she's had an opportunity to be a part of. We're going to talk more about everything else and some exciting things that she's also working on as well. But first, without further ado, on a very, very busy episode of our show, thanks again for joining us, everybody. So cool to have you here. Don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment for us on our YouTube channel, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying what we are doing here for all of you. Join me, put your hands together in welcoming our very special guest. Yes, we have a princess in the house. Princess K. Mapp is joining us here from Los Angeles, California. Princess, happy holidays and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everyone. I'm so happy to be here.
And happy birthday. Wow, 16. That's really cool. You got the birthday and Christmas. So how does that work? Do you get double gifts or
Well, it depends. Like my friends are actually like really sweet. They go out their way to get me like birthday gifts and Christmas gifts. But then like my family, they just combine them both. They're like, "Oh, happy birthday and happy Christmas." And they like give me the same gift like for my birthday and Christmas, which is like all right, but like that's just how family is. But all my friends, they get me both gifts, which I like a
That's
lot.
cool. Well, congratulations on all of that. Happy birthday and Merry Christmas. And it's so nice to have you here. I know you're very busy with all of the things that you do, and you've got such a supportive and loving family too around you, sort of guiding you, mentoring you, directing you, which is really, really nice to have. How did you first get started? When did you realize early on, as an even younger child, when you wanted to do this? What were you watching shows that you enjoyed that got you to say, "Hey, I want to do that too"? Or what was that inspiration early for you, Princess?
Well, when I was younger, I originally wanted to sing because I really love singing. Like, I'll be around the house just singing my heart out, and I loved it so much. And my mom actually introduced me to acting. She was like, "Well, acting is like three in one: dancing, singing, and acting." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try it." And I fell in love with it instantly. Like, I don't really care that much about singing. Like, I love singing and all, but it's not my passion anymore. I just immediately fell in love with acting and geared off to like acting more. And then I started that way and I started going to acting classes at a very young age. And I remember I used to be very fidgety, very like I couldn't hold eye contact when I was doing a scene. And then I slowly grew into the actress I am today with the help of CCC Acting Studio, Miss Tamika Kroll. She has helped me so much and has developed my craft a lot by practicing scripts and just working with groups. And it definitely did help me a lot because I was always going constantly every Saturdays and Sundays, all the way in Anaheim, which is like 3 hours away from where I live. And I was very committed, same with my mom, to just going to these acting classes. And it definitely really did help me.
That's fantastic. That is great. So the acting classes came along and sort of created that foundation, that structure for you. And
Yes.
then auditions, right? Going out on the auditions. What you remember some of the first auditions that you went out on?
Oh, I don't really remember my first audition. I remember I used to go on commercials a lot first.
Yeah.
And commercials are very, like, different from, like, shows and movie auditions. And I really okay, one thing about me, I really love in-person auditions. Like, I'm not a big fan of self-tapes, like, they're cool and all, but I really love in-person auditions because I feel like you can really connect with the casting director, or they can just, like if they didn't like something you did, they can give you a note and you can easily fix it, but instead of just recording yourself, it's like, like mid or whatever. And I loved
Right.
like going in person because I got to like see people. I used to always see people that I knew in like the waiting room. And it was just fun going to LA afterwards, eating with my mom. It was just a great time. And I loved it so much.
That's great. I know what you mean as far as the self tapes. I had to do a few for some TV work and commercials as well. And there's something about, you know, uh, if you're used to the in person type thing and just chatting with the casting director and the folks that are there, there is something missing when you're doing the self tapes, even though that's become a big thing now and with
Yeah.
Zoom and everything that people have access to. But it's still, there's nothing like in person, right?
Yeah. There's really nothing like it. It's just a different experience. I like it.
Yeah. So when was that first big break for you? When did you get a part in something that really made a difference where people started noticing you and they're like, wow, she's really good. We really like what she does. Let's bring her on for more. When did that happen for you?
I believe it was the Wrapped Up in Christmas. That was my first movie I ever did.
That was
I
the first one.
Yeah, I went to Utah for a month or 2, and I remember working with a bunch of incredible actresses and actors. Like, I was surrounded by, like I okay, so to be honest, I didn't know who Kim Fields was, and my mom was like, "Kim Fields?"
Tootie.
She was
Tootie.
Kim Fields, and she was just explaining, like, who she was, but I knew who Tatiana Ali was and Jasmine Guys, but I was just, like, after, like, doing research because I was really young, like maybe like 11 or so. And after doing like research, I like was like, whoa, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And you know, it's kind of funny that the butler the guy who plays the butler in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Yes.
was my grandfather in the movie, which was like kind of cool because Tatiana.
That's right.
And
That's right.
yeah, it was like, wow, it's kind of cool. And I just loved it so much. Like being, especially as a kid, like I loved working on set because all of the cast and crew were just so like so cool to me and so fun. Like I was surrounded by like incredible energy and like working with them was just like incredible because like I really took notes. Like even at that age, I just took mental notes on how like they go to their mark, how like they just how their craft is really. And I think it really did help me furthermore for like my different roles and how like I act on set to this day. Like I've definitely learned a lot from all the roles I've done, and that one was helped me a lot. I've learned a lot from that.
We recently had Daphne Maxwell Reid on the show, and her role was Aunt Viv on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And
Oh
she was amazing. Yeah, she was absolutely amazing. And then we had the son of actress Charlotte Rae, and Charlotte Rae played Mrs. Garrett on well, she was on Different Strokes and she was on The Facts of Life. She was the head person, at on The Facts of Life, and she was the maid on Different Strokes. And her son wrote a book about her life, celebrating her. Charlotte Rae was her name, and she's the one with the red hair, and runs the school at The Facts of Life. Yeah, really cool. A lot of those shows from that time period. What
yeah.
shows do you like to watch?
Oh, okay. I'm a big fan of a lot. Let's see. I have my favorite show of in the whole world is The Office. And everyone's like, some people are like, are you serious? Like The Office? But no, like I love The Office so much. And it's like, it's very fun. Like I really hope one day I can work with one of the actors on there. Actually, it's kind of funny because I did a commercial. It was like a Captain Underpants commercial, and it was kind of weird at first because they brought like a bunch of kids in, me included, and we were all sitting at this table, and we noticed like two seats were empty, and we were going around telling like, the crew like, oh, there's two seats empty, like, are we missing kids? And then out of nowhere, Kevin Hart and Ed Helms walk into the room and sit down. And me at that age, I didn't know anything about Ed Helms. Like I didn't watch any of his like movies because I didn't like watch the movies at that age. But I knew everything about Kevin Hart. And I was starstruck for Kevin Hart. And then years later, I'm like in my room, like reminiscing about the things I've done, and I'm like, oh my God, I've worked with Ed Helms because The Office is my favorite show. And I'm just like, wow, like that's crazy. And I was just fangirling in my room because I was like, I worked with Ed Helms. Like, it was such an amazing experience. But yeah, it's kind of like I wish I watched The Office at that age because I would have known.
Yeah, but really cool. I've got a really cool shot we dug up, which I think is really great. As talk about being a rising star in Hollywood. This shot sort of really confirms that. Look at that shot.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I remember that.
I'm arrived. I've arrived. I'm Princess. Do you know who I am?
I was at that age. I was such like I would walk in a room and I would be talking to everyone. Like
Cutie, yeah.
I made it my job to know everyone's name on the cast.
Smart.
Everyone.
Yes.
And when I would walk around the corner, I'd be like, "Oh, hey Dan, hey John," and I would just be like talking to everybody. And I love that. It was just such a great time. There was no COVID. It was a great time in my life. I really
Yeah. Absolutely. And we have evidence that you really are a princess.
Oh no! Oh yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Now, what was that? Obviously you got crowned and everything like a princess would.
That was the Little Miss African American LA pageant that I did, and I won Queen, which was it was such a surreal like experience. I was so
forget princess. You're queen.
yeah. There's Queen, and then in first place, and second place, and third place, and I got Queen, and that was like really ironic because my name's Princess,
Right.
And it's just like yeah, that was a great pageant. I remember I did it with my best friend Mayla. And I had so much fun because like I never done a pageant before. Like that was the only one I ever done. And you're just like surrounded by girls and you're working like really hard, like about your posture and different things, your speeches, and like you have to learn motivation speeches about different people, important people. And it was fun. I really enjoyed it as a kid. It was very
Yeah.
nice.
That's great. That's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that. Yeah, we
Thank
saw that
you.
picture. Said, "Oh, that's a cutie. We got to have that in there." How did I mentioned earlier the unicorn on
Yeah.
CBS? How did that come along for you?
Well, it's kind of funny because my mom always takes me to every single audition. Like before COVID, like every audition in person, she sacrifices everything. She's like, okay, we got to go to this audition, and she takes me
Yeah.
there. The one time she misses one audition, this is the one I book. And my aunt has to take me. My aunt has never took me to any audition before, so she's not really used to it. And I was just like, oh wow, like because I'm always used to my mom, like and like we have like a pattern we do every time. So it was
Sure.
odd day because I was like, my aunt never took me this. Like, this is so weird. It's so odd. And I was like in the audition room. And I remember I always know like when I do really good, I was like, yes, I did good. And I just felt that feeling afterwards. And I was like, and I had like a little feeling, I'm going to book it. I'm going to book it. And I did book it. And that
Wow.
show was so much fun. Like the cast and the crew, I remember just great times every time on set. Like Ruby, working with Ruby, Mackenzie, and all the girls. It was so fun. Like it was my first show that I did with like girls my age, and I had a blast at the time. Like we had so many inside jokes. Just being on set together, we couldn't stop laughing. I hope they're having a great time wherever they're at right now, and I wish them the best. And I hope I can see them soon. But that show was such an amazing show to work on. Like just the whole cast and crew. It was such a great time. I loved it.
Yeah, if you're blessed with a cast and crew that where everybody's supportive of each other and there's a lot
Yeah,
of fun
it
on
was a
set,
family. Yeah.
like yeah, you become like a family.
Mhm.
That's the best because that also helps with the quality of the product because everybody's all in, everybody's excited, everybody wants everything to work, everybody's giving 110%. So that's really fantastic. Congratulations on being a
Thank
part
you.
of that show on CBS and then the Disney Channel too. Disney Sydney to the Max. Tell us about that, being on that one.
That one was actually really cool too because Ava Kolker, who plays Sydney's best friend, I met Ava a long time ago when we did this commercial together because we did this Gatorade commercial in Miami where I played young Serena Williams and she played like a young famous volleyball player. And it's kind of funny because we were both on the plane on the way to Miami. And I was like, because once you see a little girl your age, like you always like want a friend, and
Right.
instantly saw each other and we were like waving across from each other. We didn't even know each other. We were like kept eye contact, smiling and laughing, and we like instantly became friends. And I remember the whole time I was in Miami, I was just constantly hanging out with Ava. So seeing her again on that show was just it was amazing. And it was kind of weird because every time like we would just come across each other's paths when we were working. I remember I did this other commercial and she was there, and it was just it's always a great time to see Ava. It's always a great time to see Ava. And I remember when I got the role for Sydney to the Max, I was excited. I was so excited to see Ava. I haven't seen her in so long. And also another person I know on that show is Cassidy. She plays the like a flashback mom for Rue in the show.
Mm.
I love Cassidy too. Like it's always great to see people that you always see in auditions or like in events, and you just see them when you're working with them. It's a great feeling, and I love that feeling. But another thing with that show, it was great to share that message about the hair types because not a lot of people know about that. Like it's a great message to share because especially as a Black woman, I want people to know like it's not always like my hair's straightened right now, obviously, but it's great to show your natural hair and to like share like have love for your natural hair and your natural beauty. It's really great. And that's
Absolutely authentic, the real deal. And people love that. They love when they're getting the real essence of who the person is, the authenticity. And I think that's a absolutely fantastic way to think and to go about everything, which is really, really cool. Something else too that Lulu, that
Oh,
something very special, huh?
yes, I actually really, really enjoyed that short film. It was I think like the second short film I've ever done. And it was like a five actresses were doing like directing like short films. And the one I was in with Lisa, it was kind of different because I remember I was in the audition room and I remember there was like so many girls auditioning for it, and I was like, okay, this is just a good one, like this is the big one or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm in the audition room, and I just do the scene at first, like regular schmegular, and it's very easy, I think. And then Lisa, she takes me to like this nether world. She tells me to close my eyes, and she's describing the character and how like the whole thing is with the universe, and like I end up crying. Like it touched me
Mm.
so much. I started crying in the audition room. She's like, yes. She's like, that's what we need. I hit the spot. And I remember like afterwards, like, because after you get out of audition and you feel like that, it's like a great feeling, and you booked it. And I knew I booked it. And afterwards, I got on. She invited us to her house, me and my the person who's playing my sister. She's so sweet, and we went to her house, and we were like going over the thing, and I was just in my socks, like we were walking around her house, and it was very comfortable, and I really enjoyed that one because it felt like I felt really comfortable and very loved, and it was a great place to be around, like all those around the crew and the cast. It was a really one of the like more simpler films, because it wasn't like around like an outside area. It was around this like just in this studio, and there's a white wall. I mean, it was so different. It was so different. Like I'm happy I got to play in a role where it was like more about the universe and that kind of feeling. And it was great, honestly. I think it was one of my favorite roles I've ever done too. It was really good.
How old were you when you did that?
I think I was like maybe 12 or like 11. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think 12. I think 12 or 13. Or 13. I don't know. I don't know.
Round up a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
around that age. But yeah.
Divine
Oh,
Decree, another
this
too.
one.
Yeah,
Okay, this one.
cool.
I remember I had like, because I was young and I did this one, and there was like my stepsisters and the red car. Okay, I'm getting back to it now.
It's amazing all you've done in a short period of time. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
like I'm very grateful for everything I have done. Like
Yeah.
each role, I feel like I've always had a great experience on. Even the commercials, like they're always the best. Each role, like I have a memory that sticks with me each time. And the people who I meet, I always try to keep in contact because they're always
Yes.
great people. And I eventually see them around again, and it's always so funny to bump into
That's
them.
very key. Yes, you end up working with them again or seeing them again, and that's one of the keys to everything. People always teach you that, like, be kind to everybody, be good to everybody, because that's the right way to be anyway. And I'm big about that. We talk about that a lot: empathy, kindness, friendliness on our show. But you also never know who you're going to work with again, and
Yeah.
and sometimes that person that you're chatting with may end up being your boss or the decision maker.
Yeah, true.
So
That's very
be
true.
good to everybody because you
Yeah,
never know.
I try to keep a mindset that like you just spread positivity because that's what you want back and that's what you want to
Right.
receive. So why
Right
not
on.
spread it? And
Yeah.
even if like you feel like you're in a situation where you feel like you don't like people are not being the best or like kindest to you, you still need to spread that positivity because that's what you want to come back to you. And even if it's not coming to you, it is eventually going to come back to you. So
That's exactly right. Yes. So Divine Decree. So that was a fun one to work on, huh?
yeah, I remember like again with like the sisters. I had a sister in that, and I have like my own sister, like older sisters, but it was different having like closer to my age. It was pretty cool because I don't know, I have like for my blood like siblings, I have all brothers and I'm the only girl. So it was just like, yeah, like I get to have sisters finally. Like growing up with all boys in the house is it's honestly so annoying. Like I don't like being the only girl. It's just
Especially
really
when you got to fight for the bathroom and everything too,
yes.
right?
Like my older brother, he's like 3 years older than me, and he is the most annoying, like more annoying than my little brother. And he always fights for the bathroom with me, and I'm like, Josh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
But you love him,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I love him at the end of the day, but I might not like him sometimes, but I love him at the end of the
But
day.
you love him, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing too that's really cool is GhostWriter. I mean, how did that come about? What that's like a runaway hit on Apple TV Plus.
Yes. Well, GhostWriter was actually my first lead in a show, and
Yeah.
I'm just incredibly blessed to be on that show. It's for the 3rd season, and I remember auditioning for it. I first came with the character like Nia. as like more strong and like more like a more bolder than how she is. And I guess they liked how I did it, so they gave me notes, and I got a call back, and they wanted it to be more like in her own world type kind of character. And so I brought it like that. And I remember I had like so many callbacks. It was just like back on back on back, and it was all on Zoom, mind you, because COVID.
Yeah. Right.
I'm happy it wasn't like just self-taped callbacks, because that's very irritating. But like it was so it was so much better and way more easier. And I remember I finally got into the chemistry call, and I had to do different different scenes with different people. And as
Yeah.
soon as I got in the group with Nor and Dare, I instantly knew. And we talked about this when we all booked it, like afterwards when we went to Canada and all met each other. We talked about how we all felt that this was going to be the group. And I instantly felt the connection with them. And I knew like, oh, I'm definitely going to be working with them. And it happened. And I flew out to Canada and I've never been to Canada. That's one thing. Like that was such an incredible experience, because like going to a different country is so cool. Like I've never
Yes.
been out there, and the
Oh,
different
yeah.
things is crazy out there. Like it's wonderful. I love it so much.
Yes. So now there's probably countries on your list that you wouldn't mind going to, right? Probably made a
Yes.
little Europe and, all kinds of.
Yeah, my uncle lives in Berlin, and I want to visit him this upcoming summer. So that's on my list for now. And I
Yeah.
want to go to different places, different states, different countries, but Berlin's on my list at the moment.
So
Yeah.
working on Ghostwriter, I mean, like you say, the first time you're actually a full-blown lead in a series like this, that had to be like, you must have been pinching yourself, huh?
Yes, actually, I quite was, because it was such a different experience than like working as a co-star and a guest star. Being a lead is just it's amazing. Like it's just so cool. Like in the whole cast and crew, I love them so much. My Canadian people over there, like they're so like amazing to be around. Like Dare and Nor instantly became my best friends the 6 months we were working out there together. Constantly hanging out on and off set was the best for me. And working the Ghostwriter itself, the whole show was so amazing filming, because there's characters jumping out of books, and it's like adventure. And I've never worked on anything like this before. So we were on boats on some scenes, in like the middle of like the water in some scenes, climbing on rock climbing some scenes, and like it's just a blown mystery. You never know what's next. So all the scenes are just wild and crazy. Like I love them a lot. I had to do like different stunts. I had to ride a horse on the show. I never rode a horse before, so it was definitely new and different experience. But I had to do like horse training on like my free time when I wasn't working, and I loved it. Honestly, it was kind of cool. Like it was so fun. I remember I had to work on a farm, and where they shot some of the scenes for the farm scenes is where they shot like the outside of Anne of Green Gables, the house. That's where they shot it, and I loved that show. So it was very cool to see that house, and just working out there was incredible. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it a lot.
So you bonded with the animals, and that's something I hear you like to do, right?
I think that was actually the fake. Yeah, that was the fake pig. Doesn't it look
That's a
real?
fake pig?
That's a fake pig,
Wow.
because they had
Wow.
a
What'd they
real
make it out of it? Is it like
like
paper mache or something?
no, I don't even know, but
What?
props to the props team.
It's
Like
incredible. It looks like
really,
it's
really good.
real. Yeah.
And I remember. Oh wait, that's a clip from the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that's CGI. Never mind.
That
Oh,
is.
that
So
we were.
your hand is out and you have to stay still, and then they.
Yes, yeah. And working with like animals who aren't really there is like it's kind of different. Because I remember the first episodes we were working with the Wizard of Oz characters, and the
Yes.
lion. I had to pretend he was there. Like during rehearsals, they'll have like this eye line there, but then when we're actually recording, I would just have to stare at nothing and like just imagine he was there, which was very different. But seeing it now, like when the show's out, just seeing the lion actually being there is like, wow, like that's really cool. It looks real that I'm actually looking at him. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was. I said, "Oh, she's on, an outdoor shot, and like they shot at a farm, and the pig
Yeah,
is, which was very unusual. The pig would be coming right up to you, and it looks like the horse behind you is a little jealous because the pig is getting the attention, and
Yeah.
like, hey, what about me? What about me? I thought we were friends. The horse.
I
Yeah.
really loved working at the farm. I remember, like, I wish they made a blooper reel, but there was this one, scene I was doing when I was talking to, like, a cow, and I was like it was just me and animals, no human being there I was talking to, it was just me and animals, and I was, like, talking to the cow, like, "Hey, have you seen Wilbur? Like, I don't know where he's went," and then out of nowhere, the cow's tongue just goes straight to my face, and I it was, like, the most scariest thing ever because I had to just, like, duck real fast
They
because
have big
like, my
tongues.
face.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really scary. But yeah, I really loved working on that. It was an incredible experience.
Yeah, animals are amazing, and horses are very beautiful, very healing too. Horses, you get, if you get a bond with a horse. I was on a TV shoot in just about 2 months ago in Nevada, in the high desert, just south of Reno, and we're on a horse farm.
Mhm.
And I bonded with this beautiful horse, Mocha, who was there. And every time I was outside, the horse was coming up to me, and the horse was it was really fantastic. And we had to get this shot where the owner, she is a 33-year veteran of the Los Angeles police force. And so she has this beautiful ranch with all these
Mm.
animals, including horses in Nevada in the high desert to, to balance out the craziness of what she does as a police officer in the city in LA. And what was really amazing was sometimes, animals really take to people, but
Mhm.
it was interesting because they needed to get a shot. They wanted a shot of me on the horse. And I said, how about, her name was Patricia. I said, Patricia, how about you go on the horse first and we'll get some shots of you galloping with the horse and doing different things you do with the horse. And she was talking about how the police force, use the horses too, and how you should treat and handle a horse and all. And it was really, really cool. It was educational as much as it was fun. But when she got on her own horse, maybe because the cameras were there or just she hadn't been on him for a while, he was bucking and jumping and going backwards and just really wild. And she was trying to keep him under control. And he wanted to throw her several times. It was unbelievable. And she was like, and they're rolling cameras and we're like, oh boy, we might not use all of this where the horse, because the horse is normally very docile and very peaceful and a very independent horse. That horse, Mocha, is the star of all the horses, very separate and independent. But for some reason, she's ridden him many times. He's trained and all of that, but he was going crazy a little bit. So and so I said to the camera guy, I'm glad I didn't go on first. So then she brings Mocha back over, and I had already established a relationship with Mocha in being there. Like, oh, Mocha, you're such a beautiful horse, Mocha. And, talking to Mocha in a certain way and connecting with Mocha. So when Mocha came back over to me, and it was my turn to go on the horse, Mocha was calm and loving and peaceful, and it was the opposite of when her owner was on, or his owner was on
Yeah,
Mocha.
that's
I couldn't
that's
believe it.
that's crazy. Like, for me, personally, when I was with, I believe the horse's name was Pumpkin. We had different no, there was different horses on the farm. One of them made it I think my horse was called Pumpkin. But when I was working with the horse, I had to they let me brush her off and clean her and, like, just, like, take my time
Yes,
with her,
I
and
did that too, brushed, and
yeah,
they like
yeah,
that. You're
they
you're
really do.
showing care for them, and they remember that.
And then I went on the horse and then I would do like a around like a going around just like around the place we were at. I forgot what it was called. I don't really know the terms, but we were like just on the horse and going around and around and around, just practicing so that the horse can get comfortable with me. And then we tried like little things like I don't know, going a little faster. And to go a little faster, I think you have to squeeze your legs for them to like go like a little faster on them.
Right,
And
right.
you have to know, like, how the what is it called? The 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 thing where you where you hold on to the horse,
Uh,
the
uh,
string thing, the
oh yeah, sort of the tassels like that you're holding
yeah,
on to that are
yeah.
sort of like, yeah,
You have
because
to know,
you're
like
on the saddle and everything too, and
yeah, I think it's called the tassel. You have to, like, know how to hold it correctly. And I
yes,
thought in, like, because before I knew all this stuff and I had to learn all this stuff, I thought you just have to go like that for the horse to move, but no,
it just like
that's not
and they go, yeah, like on
it
Christmas
does
shows and stuff.
not work like that at all.
No, the horse doesn't want to go. That horse isn't gonna go.
No, yeah, like, she would stay there if I didn't, like, squeeze my legs, so, like, "Let's go," and I would, like, have to talk to her, and when I had to, like, hold on to her head, it was just a lot of different things, and when we did, like, good rounds with the horse, I would always
Yeah.
give her a treat, and that was very cool, giving her a
See,
treat.
they can sense when you're scared, and they can
Mhm.
sense when you are there to harm them or, their owner or other things that are there. And if they sense that you're not and you're actually a friendly person, then they're going to respond that way because horses are very, very healing. And it's cool going on a horse, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
yeah,
really enjoyed it with the horse because, like, she never, I don't think, freaked out with me. I have a lot of pictures with her, and it was a good time. Like, I don't think I'm really I have never been really, like, an animal person, but during that time, I really enjoyed it with the horse. It was very, very
right.
yeah.
Sounds like Mocha and Pumpkin should meet.
Yeah, they should have a little horse
With
date.
these names, Mocha, and I think the full name is actually Mocha Latte. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they always do, like, names, like, food related or sweet related
Yes,
to, like, their
right.
care. Yeah.
Exactly. They really, really do. Here's another cool shot. Yeah.
That
Yes.
house was so beautiful. I
Now
remember.
this was from what series again?
Wrapped Up in Christmas.
That
Yeah.
is Wrapped Up in Christmas. Yeah.
It's so
And there he is, you said,
yes.
right there behind you. Yes. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is really cool. Like, I was like, "Wow," like, I'm surrounded by a lot of great actors right now. It
Kim
was really
Fields, yes, who played
I
Tootie on Facts of
really love
Life, and
working with
yeah.
Kim Fields because she would always like she would act like my own mother. Like when before we would like roll or start filming, she would fix my hair, like make sure she's like, hold on, and then she'll fix me up, and then she's like,
Oh,
okay,
she
I'm
was
ready.
looking out for you.
Yeah, she was like she was the best. And Tatiana Ali, oh my God, she brought her baby on set. He was the cutest baby I've ever seen. Like
Wow.
I really love babies, and this baby was top tier. He didn't cry. He was a very peaceful baby, and I loved him. He was so sweet.
Isn't that great? See, you
Yeah.
bond, you end up bonding with certain
Yeah,
yeah.
and I
Now
remember oh,
yes. Now this is from, Unicorn on CBS as well, this particular shot. Do you play basketball at all?
no. I in school when I was, like, in person, I would, like, play basketball and PE if it was not
Yeah.
but,
You
other
look
than
you
that
look serious there, like you're ready to take on.
yeah,
And the
I
ball's
remember
up in the air, right?
yeah, I remember shooting this episode exactly, and, like, me, Mackenzie, and Ruby would always hang out during lunch, and when we were about to go back, we were hanging out because we were on location at the time, and we were hanging out in the gym, and we were just playing basketball before we were shooting, and they wanted us to play basketball, like, while we were shooting, of course, and, like, have good scenes or shooting it in, and while we were, like, weren't shooting, I literally got it in backwards. Like, I turned around, did it, and I got it in backwards. I was so mad we weren't filming. I was like, "That was a perfect shot." It
Doesn't it
was so
isn't it
good.
how it
So
works out, right? Sometimes cameras aren't rolling.
it's always like that. Like, when you
Yeah.
something to go good on camera, you don't do it until you're off camera. Yeah.
That's why sometimes photographers, when they're doing your photo shoots and everything, or even people who are videoing things, sometimes they won't tell the person or even the talent that they're taking actual pictures or that the cameras are rolling.
Mhm.
So that way they're more natural and they're more them. And sometimes the
Some
photographer or the camera operator will capture a real gem, but
yeah,
you'll think that they're not really taking any pictures or the cameras aren't really filming anything, but they quietly are because for some people tense up when they know things are live or things
yeah,
are rolling. So they do a little trickery where they're like, nah, we're not rolling yet. We haven't started filming yet. Or no, we're not taking any pictures yet. We're just toying with the cameras. And it turns out they were. And then
yeah.
you get some really golden things that way.
That happens a lot, actually.
It
And it's
does.
like it's better that way. You could see the person like in their natural habitat and like how they are, and I feel like they feel more comfortable off of like camera. Well, and you
Yes,
can see like the real them, and you can catch really great things.
exactly. That's
Oh
cool,
my
yeah.
god! Oh my god, Kaylee's Queens. That was such a I love that group. It was during like 2020, I think, yeah, 2020 or 2019. And it was like these like little groups that Kaylee, she's the one with the bun standing up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she created that thing. She I believe she went to either USC or some really good college out here in LA. And she's just a very phenomenal, smart girl. And she created this for just for girls to bond and to create friendships. And I really, really enjoyed it. Like during that time, it was so fun. And Kaylee, I love her. She was such a great person. Like she's such a great person. She still is. Like I haven't spoken to her in a while. Like, I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her because you just reminded
Tell her
me.
you were on the Jim Masters show, right?
Yeah, and I was like watching because there's a little part in
You're
there.
on there, yeah.
Yeah, like, she was so amazing, and what she was doing really helped a lot of girls. Like I still keep in contact with a lot of girls I met today, and I've made really great friendship from that, and I've enjoyed it. It was very fun. It was very
That's
fun.
cool. Ah, look at that. I'm a star. I'm a star.
Leaders.
In the trailer, coming out of the trailer.
I always like every time coming out the trailer, someone has a camera, I'm posing. I'm posing because ever since then, like little, like I don't know the camera. I love the camera. It's my best friend. Oh my gosh.
Yep. That's actually a really cool shot. Is that on one of the lots? That
Yeah, I
studio
think I was
lots?
taking an audition, and my mom was like, "Pose," and my headshots are in that
Yeah.
little bag in my script.
Yeah.
And just the go-to.
The way
I'd
the
always,
lighting is and the way the stripe that is going down the road, it's almost kinda
yeah,
like the yellow brick road to success, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's quite a glam shot, the way your head's tilt and the legs and everything's up in the air and the pose with there's like a pocketbook or something. I mean, that's
Props to my
Did you
mom.
ever do modeling?
I actually not like for
The real, like,
not the
uh,
real thing, but well,
magazines and yeah.
my friend's mom, or my friend Lyric, her mom she actually had this like this I think like a brand, and she had us model all the time. Ooh, headshots. Headshots,
Like
yeah.
like for
Neat.
and they could be modeling, like print, print ads, print
Yeah.
magazines and
But she did do this, like, she had this brand, and we would, let me see if I can find a picture, and, we would see this, like, house in LA that's, like, fully pink. It was, like,
yeah.
all I don't know the name of it, but it was pretty popular back then, and it was, like, a fully pink house, and I remember we went over there, and we were taking pictures, and just I had a fun time. It was pretty cool.
That's great. Yeah, when you get together like that and have fun. Like
Yeah.
like this here, you're having fun here. What's
Oh
happening
my god,
here?
my little siblings on the unicorn. They were the best. Devin, Kia. Oh, I love them. They're all so sweet. I actually most recently, like the one who plays my little sister, she went to my personal premiere for GhostWriter, and she's
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, she's really big now, and I love them. It was great. I love playing with in a show where I have like family because every
Yeah,
single time like I have like fake moms, fake dads, fake siblings. They always are the best. They literally always are the best, and they're always fun to be around. And we have great time. Great time.
absolutely. Ah, there we go, right?
You with the horse? Yeah, I think that's pumpkin. Yeah, that's pumpkin.
That's pumpkin.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did you just give him a treat?
I did, and I was, like, scared at first. I was like, "Is she gonna bite me?" And then they're like, "No, just go ahead, just put your finger up there." And it was cool. I loved it. It was a great time.
That's really yeah, that's a great shot. It's a very, like, special moment. And of course mm, very cute, huh?
My mom, yes, and it's everyone every time we're on set, he has
Cutie
a name.
patootie, as Rosie O'Donnell always would use that expression, cutie patootie. Yeah.
Yeah, we have the same name, so they would call my mom. She would be like, "Little princess," or "Mama princess." That's how they would address us. Usually, they would call my mom "Mama princess," and to like
Because the same, both are princess. Yeah.
yes, we had the same name, exactly the same name, Princess Mapp, which is
That's
funny.
like my father. Yeah, we're all James, but
Oh.
um, or Jim or Jimmy. And
Mhm.
since that's a beautiful shot of you and your mom, uh, and because we're all Jameses, I'm like the fifth James in the family. It goes down,
Wow.
grandfather, great grandfather, all the way up to Europe and to England and Ireland and all. And but because my father has always been using Jim, we're all James, but in a more casual way, Jim, when
Mhm.
I was a kid, to differentiate the two, I was Jimmy. So I'd be Jimmy and he's Jim, even though we're all James. Yeah,
Oh.
Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Some cousins still call me that, cousins who have known me as a kid as Jimmy Masters. So they'll
Mhm.
still call me, cousin Jimmy or whatever. And then if I'm with family that is like cousins or whatever, but yet I'm with people I've met later on, like my colleagues at work or other friends that I met like in college or and they hear Jimmy, they're like, Jimmy, did they just call you Jimmy? And I'm saying,
Yeah.
well, they've known me since childhood as Jimmy. So to them, I'm still Jimmy, and my mother too, once in the supermarket, um, they live in Florida now, but she would go in the supermarket sort of out loud. And this is like, during a time when must have been a teenager or something, where it was like, she was saying, and I was sort of transitioning myself into Jim from
Yeah.
Jimmy. And so she's like, Jimmy. I'm like, shh, quiet. They don't know me as that. Jimmy. They're going to think I'm a little 5-year-old kid, Jimmy. But now I think it's great. It's very like it's affectionate when I hear people, even
Yeah.
some people that are older, because sometimes they use those expressions in sort of like a buddy way, a pal way. They'll say,
Mhm.
Jimmy, hey, Jimmy. And they don't even know me as Jimmy, but they'll just say that. I think it's kind of very endearing and kind of nice. So I tell people, I know if we use James that it's very official and set up straight. But I say, you can call me James, you can call me Jim, you can call me Jimmy. Just don't call me late to supper.
Yeah, my family, they always call me Little P, because I don't know, it just started when I was younger. Little P, that's just the name I had, and because like my mom's like Big P and I'm Little P. Or my mom's friends will call her P, and they'll call me Little P. And like when my friends are around, like they're like, my mom's just like, I don't know, she calls me Princess. She just calls me Princess, but like my mom's friends or
Yeah.
like family, they're like Little P, and my friends are like,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
They don't know what that right.
just something like there.
Yeah. Well, one of my mother's the youngest of 16. So it's a big family on my mother's side of the
Wow.
family, big family. And my uncle Charlie, his son is Charlie. So growing up, we always heard little Charlie. They would call him little Charlie. So you had Charlie, who was the uncle, our uncle, and then his son, our cousin, is little Charlie. And then one of our other cousins is Raymond or Ray, but they always call him Ray Ray.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's the same with my family. My uncle, his name is, well, we call him Billy, but his actual name is William. And my cousin, who's all my cousins are older than me, like they're in their 30s or 20s. So we call him Little Billy, which is kind of funny because he's older than me. We call him Little Billy. And then
Right.
my other cousin and my other uncle, his name is Kino, and his son, his name is Kino as well. So we call him like Little Kino or Baby Kino. And that's just how it is. Like I feel like that's with my mom, and so with her brothers, like my uncles, like they do the same thing with their children, and we're all like either Little P or Baby Billy, Little Billy, or Little Kino. And
Right.
it's like a family thing. But
It really.
I'm not gonna. There's not gonna be a third princess if I have a girl. I think when I'm older and I have kids, I want to start a new
A
thing,
new tradition.
new tradition.
Right.
You know.
We have an uncle. His name, I guess he never really liked his name.
Mhm.
So his real name is Floyd,
Wow.
but everybody always has called him Sonny, Sonny. So we always call him Uncle Sonny. There's Uncle Sonny, and his real name is Floyd. but he just, they had a lot of nicknames back
Yeah.
then. And my Aunt Catherine, everybody calls her Kitty, Kitty. So
No.
we're going over to see Aunt Kitty and Uncle Sonny.
Yeah, like, you just, like, kind of I don't know, some nicknames I like making nicknames for people. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I usually just put a lil in front of something, like my friend Riley,
Yeah.
I call her Little Rye, or my friend
Yeah.
Jaden, I call her Baby J. It's just, like, I like
It's
doing
cool.
that. I don't know what else to do.
This is a really cool picture of you and your mom. There's
Oh, I
It's
love
like you look like sisters in terms of your expressions are like duplicate.
yeah. I
Eyes,
think
nose, and mouth looks, you are your mother's daughter. And there's such joy in this photo.
yeah. I thank my mom every day for the straight teeth she has gave me. Yeah, 'cause, like, since I was a little young, like, you see, like, our teeth are just, like, bone straight. And
Did
I
you
always
have braces?
no, I've never had
So you
braces.
were lucky. There was
Yeah.
handed down the good teeth, good
Mhm.
genes. Isn't that
Yeah,
great?
it is great. I look
Yeah,
and that picture, I really like that picture. It's just, like, we do look alike a lot, and I don't really think me and my mom look alike, but everyone tells us we look
you
alike.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the expression of the way your eyes are sitting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Eyes, nose, teeth,
Yeah.
mouth, even the same shape of the mouth. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, it's
We
like,
do look alike a lot,
but
but
it's really a cool, I mean, that's not even posed. You guys were just probably having a happy moment and it was captured.
mhm.
That's just one of those really nice, authentic shots in life. And, it's holiday time and we think about the people that matter and loved ones and family and friends and all. And it's such a beautiful thing when you have an opportunity to celebrate that.
Yeah.
It
It
really, really is.
It's the best feeling. My favorite, holiday is Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. This year, I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I just personally, I'm a big foodie, and I love food. And Thanksgiving is a time where you get to have, like, I don't know, great food, and you just can be surrounded by your family. Like, Christmas is cool and all, but, like, for me personally, all I do is open presents, and then my day's over. Like, it's just like we're watching Christmas movies, or we're, like, having, like, Christmas, like, cookies or whatever. But Thanksgiving is like, I don't know, I just love Thanksgiving for some reason. It's my
Giving thanks, yeah. Being
yeah,
grateful for the blessings and joy, and it seems
yeah,
like, you have an old soul that way, that you're very cognitive of being, you know, cognizant of being
yeah.
thankful and that you're blessed in many ways. We're
Yes,
we're we're both blessed to do work that we love.
yeah, I feel like especially because I believe in God, and just giving out blessings to people, like, you always get blessings back, like, no matter what. Like, it's what you give out to people you receive. And I believe in
Yes.
that, like, really heavily because, like, if you wanna give out, like, just negativity, like, you're gonna receive that back, and you're gonna be wondering, like, "Why is so much things bad happening to me?" Because, like, what are you doing out there to people? Like, what are you giving, or what is your demeanor like? What is your attitude like? And how are you going without your day? Like,
Right.
you're not in, like, trying to enjoy or give out greatness, or, like, not even greatness, not your all, but just giving enough, you know? And, like, just kindness is it's just the best feeling, and it's good to give. It's great to give.
What's a typical day like for you? I mean, how busy are you with things? Like when you're
Um,
not on set, what are some other things that Princess likes to do?
well, usually I wake up and I'm homeschooled now. I used to go in person school, but I am homeschooled, so I usually just work on my homework and just, like, work on that. And right now, recently, I'm just trying to write more and, like, tap in more to my creative side of, like,
So
the
you like
writing.
to write? Yeah.
'Cause I honestly think I get that from my mom. Like, she's also, like, a writer,
You
like,
do
puts
short stories? What kind of writing do you do? What's your
I'm
style?
trying to write a short film, like, recently. Yeah,
So like a
and
screenwriter, yeah.
I am trying to just be more creative in that, or I'm just writing my thoughts, just things just to write, or reading too, because I feel like reading is really important. Right now, I'm reading Where the Crawdads Sing, and I watched the movie most recently, and I realized I had the book, so I was like, might as well. So yeah, it's a really good book and it's a really good movie.
Are there any shows that are on now that you wouldn't mind being a part of if they called and cast you in it? And shows that you watch or that you really like that you're like, gee, it would be cool to have a role on that show.
All the shows. Okay, let me think. Let me think. Right now, I'm currently watching, like, old shows, like
Are you? What are you
yeah,
watching now?
stuff that's, like, canceled. Like, I'm
I mean,
watching,
old school is great.
that '70s show.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I like that show a lot. Well, Modern Family, I think that's not go that's is that still going?
I
Or
I think it came to an end, but
yeah,
not that long ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
Modern Family, Gilmore Girls, Vampire Diaries, just a lot of different things in one. But a show, I don't know, maybe Stranger Things. I actually I think I did get a
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was younger, but I like Stranger Things. It's pretty cool. It's in a sense like it's nothing like Ghostwriter, but it's like the thrill and like action. I
Yes.
really enjoy
That
that.
would be a good one. We had one of the kids, Christian Grenier, who's in that in
Oh,
season 4, Stranger Things 4, as a guest on the show, and he was cool. Yeah.
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 That's I have let me think. Here, let me get to what I'm watching right now. I can't think on the spot.
Shows that you would like to be on. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, there's I know directors that I would like to work with. I have like Quentin Tarantino, Jordan Peele, like they're all those are my two favorite right there.
Those are the ones you'd love to work with. That's
Yeah.
great.
Maybe for okay, right now I'm watching Inside Job 2 on Netflix. And I've also done a voiceover thing for it was called Candy Kids on YouTube. And it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. I like that a lot. Oh, I just saw Bullet Train. That one was a great movie. I don't know if you've seen that already, but that one was it was so good. Like me and my friends enjoyed that a lot.
I didn't see that yet. Wow.
Bullet
Huh?
Train, yeah, it was within so many actors with it. Brad Pitt, it's just so many great actors. Joey King was in there. It was a list of just Bad Bunny.
Really?
It was crazy. It was really good. Oh, Wednesday. That was a good show. I think I would like to be in that one. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool. Wednesday. It's really new.
What about movies?
Movies.
Yeah. Now you've done,
Yeah.
Lifetime and Hallmark, and those are great.
Like I said, Quentin Tarantino is like an amazing director. My favorite movie is Kill Bill. One of them is Kill Bill.
Mhm.
I also really like Grease because my mom she introduced it to me when I was like young, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
Grease is like a good old one.
You're the one that I want. Oh, oh.
Yeah, yeah, like it's good. What else? Oh, Outer Banks. Outer Banks is really good too. Like it's really good. I like that one. Or The Umbrella Academy. That's a good show too. I'm on Netflix right now. If you don't
Are
know.
you? Yeah.
I'm just going through them all. What else for movies?
That's
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, I don't
But you
know.
would like to write and create, maybe write and star in one of your own, right? That you
Yeah,
create.
that is one of my goals in life too, to direct, produce, and act in something because that's just amazing. Like if you can do that, like that's I props to everyone who has done that before. Like that's incredible because you're making it, you're writing it, producing it, and directing it, and you're in it. It's just like triple threat, you know. That's what I like to do. That's what I want to do. Yeah. And oh, you know
That's
what? A
really
good actor
cool.
that I would like to work with, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He
Do
is.
you lean towards comedy or drama or thriller or all of it? Like
I
what do you
think
go towards first?
I think I would go more towards like drama. Like during like acting classes, I feel like it's more. I don't know. Like it's more fun to me to work on something that I know is more challenging than like something that's really like easy for me to tap in. Cause like although it's like easy, it's not like super like challenging for me to like show range and like to like perfect my craft or something that I want to like expand more, you know? And I feel like if I worked on something more serious and like for drama, I would love doing it because I get to like tap into more of that side of my acting. And although I love working like funny or like just like a more comedy children fun kind of family shows. I love doing that, but I wanna expand more to drama. That's like my like the next thing I hope to book something more dramatic, in that kind of sense and feel. Like for Ghostwriter, when Nia experienced like racism, which is like a very, very important topic, I enjoy doing that because I'm spreading a message to the world about like it's to little girls, to little boys, to people in general who have gone through that they're not alone, and to show a way to like to how like Nia grew as a character and grew as a person from it. She didn't let that situation make her weaker. Let it make her stronger, actually. And I like doing that. It's fun to film that because like I get to act in that way. Like it's I enjoy doing that because it's spreading that message. And the like serious of it, like the seriousness of it, it's just it's good to do. I enjoy doing it. So
That's
yeah.
great. So you like things that have a message, that have like a
Yeah.
positive vibe, positive bent, positive message underneath it.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm open to doing anything. Like I like just work just trying new things, trying like acting in new things because I don't always want to be stuck in one thing, you know? I hope to expand more and to grow more for different things and show range. Like that's my goal as an actress, to show range and to show that I can go from funny, I can go from to serious and then to like literally like I don't know, a weird character. I don't know. Just everything and all. I want to do that with my acting career.
Are you good with memorizing when you have to memorize script and memorize lines? So you
I
does that come naturally for you, or if you had to work at that?
I believe it came like I did have to work on it like when I first started acting, but it wasn't that hard because my trick is I do it before I go to sleep.
Do
Like
you
I learn
really?
my
Ah,
lines
so you
before
put
I
it
go.
into your head, and while you're sleeping, it's sort of absorbing?
Yeah, and then when I wake up, I know it all, which is like
Wow,
it's very different and
that's cool.
I like it like that because like I can learn it in the day. Like it's not it's like a it's like a it's a way to learn it, like just practicing it on my own in my room, like in the day. But I prefer doing it at night, like closer to when I know like I'm in bed and like I'm ready to go to bed. Because I think it's just like I don't know why. It just always sticks with me in the morning. Like I know it like spot on in the morning. It's weird for sure, but it works. So
Do
that's what I do.
do you have a favorite role that you've been in so far of all the ones that you've played, or do you
Mm.
love all of them equally? I know that's a difficult question, but is there a role that is your favorite, and then is there a role so far that is closest to who Princess is?
Okay, I'm gonna answer each and every one of those. Okay, so I love every role I've ever done because each role I've done, I've experienced different things. Like with the cast and crew, it's a different experience, and I always have a great time. And that's why I love every role I've done. But for like character wise, I really enjoy doing Mia because she's nothing like me. Like it's like I get to. That's why I love acting. You get to act like someone you aren't, and you get to be a different person. And that's who what like Nia, we have things in like common, but there's a lot of things we don't have in common. Like she is more to herself, more quiet, more she thinks she can lead everything. Maybe I do think that. But me and Nia do have a lot of differences. So it was fun playing her because I'm not really like quiet or in my own world. Like when I walk into a room, I can talk to every single person and like start bonding with them. But Nia, she likes to have her headphones on and just be in her own world. And I
Yeah.
love doing that. I actually enjoy doing that because it's like different, you know, it's a different sense. Like you have to actually like learn like, okay, like this is how I have to be in the character. I can't be myself. I have to be like, I have to be doing different than what I would really do. And that was really fun doing. Um, what else? Something that's more like me. I would say maybe Jada from City to the Max or Molly from Wrap Up in Christmas. I am like them both, honestly. Molly, she tried to hook her auntie up with Santa and find her a boyfriend. I feel like I would do that with my friend. So I think I'm like Molly in that way. And Jada, I do believe in every message that I have like been able to act and like show the world. I believe in it. Every single one of them. Like Nia, and because I've experienced racism on my own, like in my own life that I've experienced it. So to be able to act and spread the message on TV and show the world is such an amazing thing to me because I'm spreading a message that I truly believe in. Instead of
Right.
just posting it on my social media, I can actually act like it and act on it, you know? Like it's very cool to do and I enjoy doing it. So that's why I really love doing Jada because like the hair thing, I agree about that 100%. And Nia, like, having like turning into an activist, that's such a strong character and such a strong moment in the show for me, and I enjoy doing it so much.
That's cool. What are some other things you like to do to keep busy? What are hobbies and things that you like, that you enjoy?
Hobbies. Well, most recently, well, when I was in Canada, actually, for 3 months, I was learning how to play the guitar, the electric guitar. So
Ah, yeah,
right
that's great.
now, I am trying to find a guitar, and so I can start learning again. And I have a piano, and I am trying to find it out of the garage to start learning some more. But usually, what I do is like reading is fun to me, and writing, and I don't know, just I like researching sometimes, like different things, because when I'm bored, I sometimes go to my old auditions or just like or I look at the directors and I start searching up their names and stuff like that and reading more about them. That's
That's
what I like
cool.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And every audition I do, I do that too. I search up the
You
directors,
do a
like
lot of research and
yeah, on like who they are and like what they've done and like and I like watching interviews too. I mean YouTube about like different actors and stuff because I like learning more like about that and like what I can do better,
yeah.
improving myself.
So you have hundreds of episodes of the Jim Masters show series to binge watch with all the actors and
Totally.
actresses and
Do,
all
I
the
do. I definitely do.
That's
Yeah.
funny. We had a really cool group of people on. They were the Disney Mouse. They were the Disney, sort of like the Mouseketeers, but they were the um, 90s group, the ones that were in the 90s. And they
Oh,
were on our show because they had like a reunion thing that they were doing. So they came on our show as well. And that was really the Mickey Mouse Club show, the Disney version series. And they were the 1990s cast. So now they're all doing their own thing. They're singers and, all the different things that they're doing, which was really, really cool to see
yeah.
them then and to see them now.
A blast from the past,
A blast from the past, right?
That's
Exactly. Isn't that cool?
yeah. I like Disney. Like when I was working at Disney, it was pretty cool. I really like because it's like different than when you're on location more, it's different than like being on the studio. I
Yeah,
I love working on location. Like working on location is really cool. Like just seeing different places. Like I love it so much. But also working in a studio, it's cool too. Cause like it's just like literally like there's a camera and you're on the studio and like everything is just like pre-made. Everyone always thinks it's real, but it's just a studio. And I actually like working at like the studio life sometimes because
me
it's
too. Yeah. There's something about being in the studio and just the whole
Mhm.
vibe is really, really cool,
Yeah.
So, what are some other exciting things that you have? Oh, by the way, folks, we're talking to somebody that's 16. I mean, with all this experience that she has, I mean, it's like we're talking to somebody that's older, but you've got a old soul and very wise and a beautiful outlook on life too, which I think is fantastic. What are some exciting things that you are excited about coming up?
Well, for now, I'm just auditioning, but my goal is to book a movie. Like I
Mm,
want to book another movie and more on the serious side. Either like I don't know, a thriller or a drama.
mm,
I really want to book something more serious because I've been thinking about I'm thinking about a lot. Like I watch many videos and like interviews about different actors who've done like a lot of serious things, and I want to do one because it seems like something that would have like I don't know, it would have my breakthrough. Honestly, I honestly think it would be my breakthrough, and that's what I want next. Something more serious, 'Cause it's just a chance to like I said before, acting like you're acting like someone you are not, and that is really cool because you get to tap into something different than yourself. You get to live as someone that's you are not, And it's something very different, and I wanna experience that. I wanna do more with that and have a character who is far off the range of who Princess is. That's my goal.
that is cool. So you're loving the ride. You're loving all of this, huh?
Yeah, I love acting. Been doing it for like 8 or 7 years now, and every single bit of it, I have been honored and blessed to experience it all, and I am ready for whatever's next. Honestly,
That is fantastic. That is great. That's a beautiful outlook, and that's a beautiful way to be. What are some of those additional blessings and joys in your life that sort of comfort you and give you the passion and enthusiasm to do what you do?
well, my mom for one. I think my mom has definitely taught me a lot.
I think she froze there a little bit. I think her internet sort of froze up on her. But that is a nice expression of deep thinking. And she was talking about her mom. Her picture probably will disappear in a second, but hopefully they'll be able to sign back in. What a great, great actress, huh? And great person. She's talking about her mom. There's that fantastic photo of her mom. They'll come back in. They'll realize that they probably had the internet, as great as it is absolutely not a foolproof thing. It's not like necessarily being in a television studio or at a radio studio or on a film set or being on stage. And they're not all foolproof either. Things can happen, definitely on the radio. And I've been on the air where things can happen with technology and also with television and with films and on stage. The internet is still a little bit of a crazy, crazy, wild, wild west sort of place. And there she is. That's fantastic.
I don't know what happened, but something
Just sort of
happened.
a bird
Yeah,
flew over the house or something and probably
yeah, I
it's the
don't know.
internet is a crazy. I was just saying the internet is kind of an interesting, it's still like the wild, wild west where, television,
Mhm.
radio, stage, film, you know, things can go wrong there too. I've been on TV and on radio and on stage and whatever, where things go crazy with sets and people and lighting and all kinds of stuff happens and you just got to
Yeah.
make it through. But the internet still is very Wi-Fi and everything.
Mhm.
It's still sort of funky and anything can happen.
Most
So,
definitely.
but you had a beautiful expression when your picture froze. You were like you were really thinking because you were talking about your mom.
Yeah, my
And
mom, yeah, she just
yeah,
inspires me to be the person who I am today. She's taught me a lot about staying humble and, like I said, like the blessing part, how if you give out blessings to other people, they will come back to you. And she is also a spiritual person and she believes in God as well. And the journey that she has and the many blessings that God has blessed her, it really is something special. And she teaches me a lot and has taught me a lot. And I'm just really happy to have her in my life because she's made really sacrifices doing everything for me in my acting career. So I'm very grateful for her, and she's taught me a lot.
from one princess to another, right?
Yes, yes,
That's what it
definitely.
is. Well, this was a blessing to have you on the Jim Masters Show series, Princess. Really, really beautiful. And
Thank
you've
you.
done a lot. You're having a good time. You've got a great, spirit about you, a great passion and a love for what you do. You're very curious. You like to learn and you're a lifelong learner and you like sort of sharing the energy with everybody else. And I think that's really, really cool. And, you've got a lot of years ahead of creating and of being artistic and expressing yourself. And I wish you nothing but continued good vibes and nothing but continued blessings and joys in your life. And we will keep the porch light on for you. Like we say, you're welcome back to the Jim Masters Show series anytime. And I hope that you'll spread the word about our show. Everybody tells everybody they come on the show and like, oh, I love it. And then they tell other people you should go on the Jim Masters Show. Feel free to do that. And I hope the show also met whatever expectations you had and you enjoyed the time with me here and all of us
Yes,
as much as I have with
of
you.
course. Thank you so much, Jimmy. This was incredible. Like a lot of interviews, I'm like, to be honest, I'm just really like stuck in my professional mode and I'm just like, but you really made me feel comfortable and I thank you so much for having me on the show because this was an incredible interview and I will be back. I will be back for sure and I will be spreading the word about the Jimmy Masters show because this show is incredible and I
I
wish
like
nothing
that.
but best for you as well and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. It was a real blessing. And you were fantastic and full of, heart and soul, which is great. We'll look for you in all kinds of upcoming projects, which is very, very exciting. And yeah, stay in touch. Keep us posted on all the cool things you're doing. You're definitely, as the viewers have already said, you're a Jim Masters Show lovity now. Isn't that cool? You're a lovity. There's Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, Tonys, Tellys, Peabody Awards that you can get. But when
Wow.
you get told you're a Jim Masters lovity on the Jim Masters Show, how does it make you feel? Most people say their feet start tingling.
Well, my feet is definitely tingling,
You're
and
tingling.
I feel incredible. Like I feel like a celebrity at the moment. Thank
That's
you.
it. You
Thank
are.
you.
And that's why I say we on the show, sometimes I don't really call them interviews. I call them conversations, because I think when it's a conversation, like you say, a lot of
Mhm.
times when you're being quote interviewed, it's very rote. It's very typical. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
tell us about the movie, tell us about the book, tell us about the music on Spotify, and you're in and out, and it's nice, but people don't necessarily get a feeling for who you are, why you love what you're doing, what you're excited about in life. So I think when they come on this kind of show, and it's kind of how my personality is anyway, I like to do warm conversational things and inspire people, and we have
Mhm.
some laughs and it's fun. But at the same time, the audience is left with a feeling like, oh, we really got to know Princess,
Yeah,
and they, they feel connected to the show in that way, and connected to me and you and each other. And I think
yeah.
that's a cool thing. It's the way everything should be.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, in interviews, I don't want to be, like, scared of the next question or, like, just nervous. Like, I honestly felt comfortable in here, like, and I can just talk and talk and talk and hold a conversation with you and not be, like, worried or, like, nervous.
No.
It's honestly really comfortable, and I'm so very happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Pleasure is all mine. There's the website as well. She's got a fantastic website. You can keep abreast of everything she's doing. Find her on the socials as well. Princess K Mapp. That's with 2 P's and then .com. Princess, thanks so much. Again, continued blessings and joy for the holiday season. Happy, happy birthday and happy
Thank
new
you.
year to you and your family. And we are very, very blessed to have you here on the show. And we'll chat again soon. And hopefully at some point, if you come to the East Coast or I'm on a TV shoot in the West Coast, we'll get together maybe and all
Yes,
meet. That would be kind of cool.
totally. That sounds great. And thank you
Yeah,
so much for having me. It
you're
was a
welcome.
great time. Great 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Can you
Well, 20.
imagine that?
No,
Yeah.
no, it
And
did not feel that at all.
that's exactly what everybody says. It didn't even feel like it. It's just sort of like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So thank
cool.
you.
You're welcome. You take care and best of the holidays, birthday and New Year. And we'll chat again soon. Okay.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye now. Isn't that great? That was fantastic. Princess K Mapp is now on the map here at the Jim Masters Show series. There's the website again, folks, princesskmapp.com. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, huh? She is really, really cool. She loves what she does. And, she just turned 16 now. Her birthday and Christmas are sort of very close together. And you would think we were talking to somebody that was 30 just because of her wisdom. She's wise ahead of her years. And of course, the love of her family makes all the difference in the world. If you have that grounding and that support system, that's what really does it. And that's what gets everything, sort of sets the tone for everything that follows in her life. Again, a part of some major shows and series, GhostWriter, of course, on Apple TV Plus. And that's a big one. And she was a part of that, as well as The Unicorn. That's on CBS. She was on that as well, on the Disney Channel, on Sydney to the Max. And of course, Divine Decree. Yes, wrapped up in Christmas. She's been in Hallmark movies, Lifetime as well. I know you guys love those. Lulu, that was a very near and dear project for her as well. And this is from Ghostwriter. Some really cool photos that we've shown here. Look at that, huh? Don't you see a little bit of a lion next to her? Oh, yeah, and there's Kim Fields there on the right. Very popular actress, and everybody in that photo. Look at these great shots we've got here, huh? Cool stuff. Our guest is Princess K. Mapp. She's on the map. She's a young star that's rising up the ranks in Hollywood. And we had her here exclusively as our special guest for a good hour and 24 minutes on the Jim Masters Show. I'm sure you'll follow her now and root her on when you see her. There she is with her mom. When you see her, and oh, what a cutie there, right? Absolutely. Cool stuff. It was great having her on the show, and it's always great having you guys with us here as well. Thanks for watching. If you really enjoyed this episode, do us a favor. Give this episode a like. Give it some lovity. Very easy to do. Just click on the thumbs up sign, and it looks like this, gang. There we go. There is the thumbs up sign. And we appreciate you doing that. If you could do that, that would be really, really fantastic. Yeah. Make sure that you click on the thumbs up sign and also leave a comment for us as well. We'd really appreciate that. You can drop a comment on the YouTube channel. And don't forget to, or if you haven't, well, if you have, thank you very much for doing it. If you haven't, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Jim Masters TV. That's where all of these shows are. That's where this entire series is housed. You can see all these episodes. You can go back in time. And if you missed any of our episodes, they are all right here on our YouTube channel for you. So check it out, gang. Really beautiful to have you guys here in the midst of the holiday season. I hope you're having a great time between Christmas and New Year's, with Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's, whatever you celebrate. May it be continued beautiful and fun for you and yours. Best of the holiday season, and of course the new year. And we're with our family and friends and love it. And that's the best place to be on the planet. You know, of all the places that I go and I travel to throughout the year and all the studios and on location and everything else, nothing tops family and dear friends. So hopefully you're surrounded by them this holiday season. We love you all. Thanks for being with us, gang. I'm your host, Jim Masters. Thanks for all the great comments, all the lovity as well. And again, spread the word about the Jim Masters Show, gang. If you love what we're doing here, all of these shows, show after show after show, hundreds and hundreds of them, spread the word. Tell everybody you know about the Jim Masters Show series. We would absolutely love that. Around here, we don't say goodbye. We say see you later. Ciao, cheers, slancha, hasta la vista, buenos noches. We say muy lu. We say cheerio. And we say relax. Don't forget to relax. Love one another, take care of one another, and don't forget to love yourself. It's important to do that and take time for yourself as well. We're in the busy holiday season right now, and things get a little crazy. If you can get a moment for yourself, take time to relax. It's really cool having you here as often as you can come, whether you watch live, you watch these Memorex, you watch these archived. Thanks so very, very much. You, yeah, I'm talking to you right there. Thank you very much for stopping by, for checking us out, for enjoying what we're doing here on our entertainment lifestyle variety talk show series. We really appreciate it. A lot of hard work putting these shows together. These shows are very extensive, very epic, have a lot of different production value and preparation in advance, and a lot going on to put the show together. But it's for all of you. And it's for me too, because I enjoy doing it, and for the guest. That's a great sort of lovely family we put together here. So again, give us a thumbs up. Do leave a comment on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you click the notification bell, the little bell icon, so you never miss any of the episodes that we have here for you on the Jim Masters Show. And you'll be kept apprised of upcoming episodes that are happening here on the Jim Masters Show as well, as we're entering another year of epic shows. It's amazing as we come to the conclusion of this year, and we're going into the next year now with a lot of optimism. You know, the world has been through some really tough times the last few years. There's been a lot of things to learn. It's been a lot of adjustment, a lot of flexibility. There's been a lot of things that we've all had to do to get through and get by. Hopefully we do it together. We do it in a kind way, in an empathetic way. Not to sound sappy, but hey, there's nothing wrong with being a kind, positive person and empathetic and caring about people and, you know, saying hello and sort of helping one another. it's cool, and it's makes the world spin a lot smoother on its axis when you do that. So thanks, gang. We really appreciate you being here and all the time you spend with us throughout the year as we enter now a new year together with lots of levity and our famous episodes of coolness with you guys here. All right. Here's some levity for you on the Jim Masters Show with Princess K. Mapp, our special guest today on the show. Wasn't she awesome? Really, really. She's very funny. She's got a great head on her shoulders. She loved being on our show. She was actually referred to us. That's right. We really appreciate that. And that's kind. Yeah. Our friend Elaine sent her and said, you got to get on the Jim Masters Show. Our friend Elaine Ballas, right? She's been a guest several times. She's a big fan and supporter of the Jim Masters Show series. She said to Princess and her mom, you guys got to get on the Jim Masters Show. It's a great show. Everybody loves it. And that's how she ended up here, and we love it. We'll have her back too. We'll keep her, tabs on her fabulous career. She's a rising star in Hollywood, and you can hear about it all here on the Jim Masters Show. Or she said Jimmy, which is cool. Like I say, you can call me James, Jim, or Jimmy. Just don't call me late for supper. All right, gang. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year to you and yours, from me and mine, and all of us here at Levity Hall and the Jim Masters Show. You guys be well. Take care. Thanks so much for being with us. And again, really another year together of amazing, amazing content. Good times. We've learned a lot. We've laughed together. We've had some very moving moments on our show. There's been so many beautiful things that have come together here as we turn on the lights. I sit in this chair and we make more magic happen together on our show and on our series. You guys be well. Love you all. Take care. Best of the holiday season. And thanks for joining us on this episode with our special guest, Princess K. Mapp, only on the Jim Masters Show Live. Take care and be well. We love you all. Cheers.